Welcome back to our topic about square roots, and this time in our video we're going to learn what to do if the square root is irrational. First example, we have square root of 8. We know that 8 is not a perfect square. Therefore, the answer here is not rational and we call it irrational. And since our answer here is irrational, first we have to get the two perfect squares where 8 lies in between. So that is 4 and 9. Square root of 8 is between square root of 4 and square root of 9. Square root of 4 is 2 and square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 8 is between the two consecutive integers 2 and 3. So the answer here in square root of 8 is between 2 and 3. Therefore, square root of 8 is a decimal number greater than 2 but less than 3. Next example is the square root of 75. Again, 75 is not a perfect square. So the answer here is irrational. Since the answer is irrational, first we have to identify the two perfect squares wherein 75 lies in between. So that is 64 and 81. Square root of 75 is between the perfect squares 64 and 81. The square root of 64 is 8 and the square root of 81 is 9. The square root of 75 is between the two consecutive integers 8 and 9, and therefore, square root of 75 is a decimal number greater than 8 but less than 9. Between which two consecutive integers does a square root lie? So for our drill, we have to get the two consecutive integers. You can pause your video while doing the drill. Let us check. So again, let us identify two perfect squares. So that is 36 and 49. What is the square root of 36? It is 6. The square root of 49 is 7. So the answer is 6 and 7. Therefore, square root of 40 is a decimal number between 6 and 7. How about square root of 150? So let us have the two perfect squares. That is 144 and 169. Square root of 144 is 12. Square root of 169 is 13. So the answer is 12 and 13. Therefore, square root of 150 is a decimal number between 12 and 13. We know that square root of 8 will give us an irrational number because 8 is not a perfect square. If you're going to use your calculator, you will get 2.828421725 and so on, which is an irrational number. Because when we say irrational, those are non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. Non-terminating means unending, so it doesn't have an end. It's unending. When you say non-repeating, it shows no pattern. So if we're going to compare the decimals under the rational decimals are terminating, so it ends, or some are non-terminating but they are repeating, so they have pattern. For irrational, they are non-terminating and non-repeating. So it doesn't have an end and it has no pattern. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our lesson today. Please like, subscribe, and share.